Good morning, students. So this is the last session of this model, liquidation of company accounts. So here this is the 70th model. This is 70th session. In this session, finally we will study some of the important problems related with the liquidation of the company. So first of all, here one question is selected. The Janardhan Company Limited went into liquidation on 31/3/2018. It furnishes the following information: 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, and the amount is 4 lakh. Assets realized 14 lakh 10,000. The cost of liquidation is 30,000, and unsecured creditors are rupees 10 lakh. The liquidator's remuneration, the fixed amount is 50,000. And 10% on amount paid to equity shareholders. So we have to prepare the liquidator's final statement of account here. So here when we prepare the liquidator's final statement of account, it is clear that on the receipt side the total assets realized were 14 lakh 10,000 is given in the problem. So now from 14 lakh 10,000 the liquidator has to be dispersed the amount to the creditors and all their expenses. So here the liquidator show that how the amount is distributed. So amount means 14 lakh 10,000, how the 14 lakh 10,000 is distributed. So first, liquidator's remuneration, that is fixed remuneration, is to be paid, that is 50,000. Now then 10% amount paid to the equity shareholders. Here we don't know how much amount is payable to equity shareholders. So for that we have to prepare note. According to note is here the working note, that is calculation of liquidator's commission on amount paid to equity shareholder is total receipt is 14 lakh 10,000. From that we have paid the all payments up to preference shareholders, which is shown in the liquidator's final statement here, up to the preference shareholders. So here except liquidator's commission on the amount paid to the equity shareholder is 1 lakh 8,000. Here 1 lakh 8,000 includes the amount paid to the equity shareholders. So here the amount available is only 3 lakh. So 10 lakh 80,000 means here we have paid the total unsecured creditors, that is 10 lakh. Then liquidator's remuneration 50,000 and fixed amount 30,000. 10% that is payable, that is totally we have paid 10 lakh 80,000 from 14 lakh 10,000. After payment of 10 lakh 80,000 we are having only 3 lakh 30,000. Here 10 lakh 80,000 includes 50,000 fixed amount, then 30,000 which is cost of liquidation, and to the 10 lakh unsecured creditors. So here by paying the three parties, so 10 lakh 80,000 is already paid and the remaining balance is 3 lakh 30,000. On that amount we have to calculate the commission. So here 3 lakh 30,000, whether this is insufficient or sufficient we have to see, but here the preference share capital is 4 lakh. So share capital is 4 lakh, but here we are having only 3 lakh 30,000 means it is insufficient for the payment to equity shareholders. So now when there is insufficient of amount, that time the following formula is used, that is amount available is 3 lakh 30,000 is multiplied with 10 divided by 110 means this is 30,000. So here like this we have to calculate the remuneration of the liquidator. Here 10% on amount paid to the equity shareholder is 30,000, and after payment of all these there is a balance of rupees 3 lakh which is payable to the equity shareholders. Here the total share capital was 4 lakh, but up to the extent of rupees 3 lakh only be payable to the equity shareholders. So like this liquidator's final statement of account is prepared. So next, Rajesh Limited went into liquidation on which date is balance sheet, on which date its balance sheet was as follows. Balance sheet as on 31/3/2018 is there are accounts are given and the related notes are given here. So we will see first notes. So according to notes, the share capital was 80,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, means 8 lakh. Then reserves and surplus is, that is the debit balance of P&L account is 3,60,000. Then long term borrowings 1,60,000, and other current liabilities, bank overdraft 1,60,000, preferential creditors 32,000, and unsecured creditors is 4,48,000. So total amount is 6,40,000. So note 5, tangible assets are building 2 lakh and the machinery is 2,40,000. So here liquidator realized the assets as follows: building 96,000, machinery rupees 2 lakh, stock rupees 2,40,000, debtors rupees 1,04,000, and cash is 8,000. The expenses of liquidation came to rupees 36,800, and the liquidator's remuneration was fixed at 4% amount realized, that is excluding cash, and 2% on amount distributed to the unsecured creditors. So prepare the liquidator's final statement of account is asked here. So here, first of all, we have to calculate the amount available to the unsecured creditors. On that, we have to calculate the remuneration of the liquidator, and also we have to prepare the liquidator statement. Here, when we take the liquidator's final statement of account, on receipt side, we are having the cash in hand is 8,000, machinery realized is 2 lakh, stock 2,40,000, and debtors 1,04,000. So totally 5,44,000 is the amount realized by the assets, and total we are having receipt side 5,52,000. So the liquidator will utilize this amount for the disbursement of all the claims or the dues. So first due is liquidator's remuneration, that is 4% on assets realized. So here 25,600 is the asset realized. So 5,44,000 plus 96,000. So 96,000 is the building. So this amount is taken for the calculation. So here for the calculation of amount available to equity share unsecured creditors. So here by expenses of liquidation is 9,600, and the by unsecured creditors is 36,800. So the amount available and the amount available or amount payable to the unsecured creditor is 4,80,000 as per the liquidator's final statement of account. Here we have made some notes. Calculation of liquidator's commission on amount to unsecured creditors. First of all, there are preferential creditors of 32,000, unsecured creditors 4,48,000, and bank overdraft is 1,60,000. So here unpaid amount to partly secured creditor is 96,000. So here 64,000 is the balance which is included in the unsecured creditor. So here the total unsecured creditor is 7,04,000, but the total receipts are 5,52,000. From that, we have already paid all the payments up to liquidation expenses we have paid, and we have paid unsecured creditors, that is 6,24,000 is already been paid. So here amount 62,400 is already paid. So amount available is 4,89,600. So here the amount available is insufficient for the payment of unsecured creditors and liquidators commission on the amount paid to unsecured creditors. Hence the liquidators commission is calculated on the amount available. That is amount available is 4,89,600 at the rate of 2% divided by 102 means 9,600. So here the amount available is 4,89,600. So 4,89,600. From that, the amount paid to unsecured creditor is to be the liquidator's commission on the amount paid to unsecured creditor is 9,600 is to be deducted. After deducting the liquidators commission only 4,80,000 is remaining balance. From that we have to pay preferential creditors 32,000. Now the remaining balance rupees 4,48,000 is payable to the unsecured creditors. So here the total unsecured creditors were 7,04,000. From that we are only payable to the unsecured creditor is 4,48,000 only. Like this, here the final statement of account is prepared, and in that we have shown how the amount is dispersed and the calculation of the remuneration to the remuneration of the liquidator and the amount available to equity shareholder, amount available to unsecured creditor is calculated. Like this, here today we will finish off the model liquidation of the company with 70th session. So thank you one and all.